So in previous mayor election, less than 15,000 voted. If elected, how will you engage the community in policy decisions?
I think first and foremost, the voters need to trust their government. They need to trust that the information that they're getting is real, it's current, and that it was participatory. If the voters don't feel like they've been able to participate or their participation has been ignored, I can see why they're disenfranchised. And I don't blame them for being disenfranchised. I think the best thing I can do as mayor is make sure that a monthly newsletter goes out to every single household. And that monthly newsletter will include every single one of those events that we talked about, every single event all over town, every single neighborhood watch group meeting, every single scouting meeting, every church meeting, every Generation Now meeting, every Cal State organizational event that goes on. All of that can be in one big calendar. It goes out to every single voter. You then almost in a way force participation because people go, oh, I've never been to something like that. Let's go try that out. All of a sudden people start talking. All of a sudden ideas start to free flow. If people trust their government, I think they stay more involved. If they don't trust them, and it's always been that crony capitalism down there, the greedy, big, good old boy, white developers wanting everybody to scratch their back. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll fund your election if you'll fund this project. People don't trust that, and I don't blame them. I don't trust it either. And I think that's been part of the problem. They figure their voices aren't being heard, why bother? And I don't disagree with the way they think. I disagree with the fact that if you don't vote, you can't complain. If you vote, you can complain because then the person who was elected goes back and looks, oh yeah, they voted. I better darn well listen to those people.
Right.
And they need to listen anyway. But nonetheless, I see how old politicians have acted. Well, they don't vote. I'm not going to listen to them. That's just wrong.
Right. I think a big calendar like that would be excellent because sometimes we hear about things and it's like, oh, I don't know that when that happened.
And if it goes in a water bill?
Yeah, I got my calendar from the water.
Why not? It goes in the water bill. Everybody gets a water bill. Now, I get that it doesn't happen in apartments, so fine. You put it online. I mean, the majority of the people have computers anymore. And you post it on Channel 3, the TV station. I know not everybody gets Channel 3. You give it to every church. Every church can hand it out with every Sunday service. I mean, there's lots of different vehicles to get the word out. You just got to use them. They're already there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about the last election.
Okay.
You were recalled from the 7th Ward.
Yes.
But you are in the runoff for mayor.
As the top vote getter, yes.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm very emotionally upset about the recall because I feel that I worked very hard for almost 13 years to solve problems in this community, and I feel that big money bought the election. And you want to talk about voter turnout? I think that's wrong on every level as well. And I think that mathematically, I understand how it happened. You've got 5 candidates willing to replace a candidate, a person that's on the ballot for recall. Then each one of those 5 people garnered a certain amount of votes. Those people want that person, okay, we're going to support you because we think you'd make a good council member. So if we're going to support you, we better vote yes on the recall. In actuality, more people, hundreds more people voted no on recalling me than the person that actually won the seat. So mathematically, I understand how it happens. In terms of understanding the way the voters felt, I get it. But I also know that I feel in my heart, many people have told me since then, we went ahead and voted yes to recall you because we think you'd make a better mayor. And I'm fine with that.
Okay. So
you got to make lemonade out of lemons.
Right, so you're pumped up to go for mayor.
Pumped up.
You're ready to do it. Sounds like you got a good plan.
I'm listening to you because you guys have lots of great information. And there have been candidates in the past that wouldn't bother to sit down and talk to you guys. Well, they don't vote. Well, guess what? One vote will make a difference.
Right.
One. And it might be yours.
That's true.